Is a governor liable for millions in illegal funds? Uncover the shocking truth behind Ampatuan's case against audit disallowances. The case I will be digesting is Hon. Zaldy Uy Ampatuan vs. Commission on Audit, GR number 252/2007, promulgated on December 7, 2021.
This is the 44th case out of the 160 cases decided by Associate Justice Mario Lopez, chairperson of the 2024 Philippine Bar Examinations. Follow for more.
Facts of the case. The Commission on Audit, COA, conducted a special audit of the Office of the Regional Governor, ORG, in the Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, ARMM, for January 2008 to September 2009. Zaldy Uy Ampatuan, the petitioner and then ARMM's regional governor, was implicated in financial irregularities. A Notice of Disallowance, ND, issued by COA's Special Audit Office, SAO, disallowed an aggregate amount of P79,162,435.00, which was paid to a supermarket for office supplies and relief goods. The payments were made through cash advances to Adam G. Patadon, ORG ARMM's Chief Supply Division, Special Disbursing Officer. The disbursements were deemed illegal and irregular for several reasons. 1. Cash advances were granted without specific purposes. 2. Transactions were paid in cash exceeding the allowable limit. 3. Procurements were not subject to public bidding. 4. Transactions were supported with spurious documents. 5. The establishment denied business transactions. 6. Absence of evidence for relief goods distribution. And 7. Irregularities in cash invoices. Ampatuan appealed these findings but was unsuccessful at various levels of administrative review. He claimed that his constitutional right to due process was violated, asserting that he was not properly informed of the charges against him and his participation in the transactions was minimal. His appeals were rejected as they were filed late and lacked merit.
Primary issue in Supreme Court. The Supreme Court examined whether Ampatuan is entitled to relief from a final and executory judgment, particularly focusing on his claim of due process violation and non-participation in the disallowed disbursements.
Supreme Court decision. The Supreme Court granted the petition. It set aside the Commission on Audit's resolution and modified the Special Audit Office's Notice of Disallowance by deleting Ampatuan's solidary liability in the disallowed amount. The court found no legal and evidentiary basis to support a finding of liability against Ampatuan. It observed that while the disbursements were carried out by Patadon and other ORG officers, there was no proof that Ampatuan confederated or conspired to bring about the disbursements. The court emphasized that liability in audit disallowances depends on the wrong committed, not solely by being the head of an agency. Important doctrines discussed. 1. Doctrine of finality of judgment. The court relaxed the principle of immutability of final judgments in the interest of substantial justice, demonstrating that final judgments can be set aside if issued with grave abuse of discretion. 2. Doctrine of bad faith and gross negligence. The court reiterated that for a public official to be held liable for audit disallowances, there must be a clear showing of bad faith, malice, or gross negligence.
3. Liability for audit disallowances. The court clarified that the corresponding civil liability in audit disallowances does not automatically fall upon the head or chief of the government agency. It emphasized the need to consider the extent of participation of each public officer in the questioned transaction. 4. Presumption of good faith. The Supreme Court upheld the principle that public officers are presumed to perform their duties in good faith, and any assertion to the contrary must be substantiated with clear evidence.